All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. You go.
On first down, Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
54. Round 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, it's Moss. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go, set, 15, run, 15, run. Hey, wahoo! Go. You got nothing to get. You got nothing. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get it. Orbit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Now. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding Green complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Look at me, zipper. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. He gets this one to Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
X3, 218, chop.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
6-6, pull it high. Hey.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ready up.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
36. Switch. 80 weapons. Hey, seam 6. Go.
Staying open.
Yep.
Buzz. Be ready.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bullock's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
At the 37-yard line.
General West.
On second down, Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Right here. We got to step it up.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Ready. 8, read.
Double dog. That's the way. Watch out.
Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Go. Mike, 36.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
56.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To the air, Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carl Lawson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on,
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Hey, Delta.
58.
Go.
58 to Mike.
Squeeze, double. Deep grip.
They'll drop the throw. incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Ready?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Brings up third and 12.
Check 43.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check 49. Hey!
Banjo.
Get it.
Nixon will try the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
58 to Mike.
Yeah. Hey, Echo. Go.
Second down and inches. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
36. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On second down now, Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Middle. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen off the play fake. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's got Smith here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Regular.
36 to Mike. Go, go, go.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Check it back.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And a short return to the 6-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
58,
right over there.
Now.
58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Green. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Got it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
58's the Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
Time to go, night.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Let's go.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
He's coming. You got double up. 61. Matchbox lights.
58's Mike.
All day, baby. All day. Big rip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. On second down, here's Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the whip.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
Throwing again. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's caught by Beasley. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Give me half. Here we go. Shift.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
And again, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bengals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.